Legend came to New York. He went to an event and did a quick live outside and left. He didn't let me know he was going to be at that event before he went to that event. That's for one. For two, Harlem Legend ain't never shot nobody, man. Stop comparing me to niggas that ain't never shot nothing.
Okay. We in the building. Salute to everybody coming in the building, man. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV, man. It's your boy E-Oil, aka the Harlem Legend. Y'all already know what it is. I ain't been here in a while. Let's turn up. Hit that like button on the way in the building. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set your bell notification so you know when I'm going live. Did he do it? I ain't gonna lie. Did he or did he not? I ain't gonna hold you, man. Yo, look, that nigga's in a lot of trouble, dog. But I gotta keep it real. There's a lot going on out here. We don't know. Hey, look, are they just putting anything on? Everybody cops a plea and takes the deal. We don't know what's going on. I got the paperwork. I got, this dude paperwork is nasty work, dog. Like, I got to keep it 100, dog. Ronald Jones, you heard the dude that's filing. I'm telling you, while all of this shit got kicked into, all this shit is coming about. And to keep it real, they know where Diddy at. Nigga, we ain't gonna sit here and act like they don't know where P. Diddy is at. Yeah. We ain't gonna say where come on, P. Diddy. You know why 50 Cent is probably quiet now? Because at the end of the day, they didn't do nothing to Diddy. He ain't in no handcuffs or nothing. His sons was in handcuffs before him. I'm just being real. Like, what's going on out here, man? But let me give y'all a little something of what's going on out here. It's nasty, man. They talking about, sex trafficking. I don't know what Diddy into. It is what it is. You heard? It is what it is. Did he or did he not do it, dog? Like, I'm just being real. Look, we got people coming out saying, oh, he's a black man. You heard? I mean, he's a millionaire black man. Why are we doing this to a black? Me personally, dog, I got to be real, dog. I hate when they pull the race card, dog. He been doing this shit for years, allegedly. You heard? And then he got dumb broads with him. Let's just keep it 100. He got dumb broads with him, like Miss Miami, that dumb joint. Yeah, the dingy joint that's just getting paid to be a sex worker, allegedly. I'm just saying, this is what the paperwork, this is what's going on. The girl's a sex worker. Let me ask y'all something. Did Katt Williams lie?
Had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
What? I'm just keeping it 100, y'all. Come on, man. Did he lie? Yeah, he ain't from Harlem. Yeah. Come on, don't even. He's from Mount Vernon, New York. Okay, let's get that straight. You heard? He chilled in Harlem. He was considered a Harlem dude the way his swag was. But nah, if we gonna keep it 10,000, the nigga ain't from Harlem. Nigga, he from Mount Vernon, New York. You heard? That's not even in the boroughs, homie. Like, I'm just keeping it real. I'm from Harlem. I was born in Harlem Hospital. That's a different type of swag. You heard? But yeah, he copied us. That's a fact. I gotta be real. Was Katt Williams lying? Come on, yo, we gotta keep it tall out here, man. Is this man lying? Hold on. What'd he say? Come on. P. Diddy loves to party. We got new accusations coming out. We're gonna get to that, though. We're gonna get to that. He got a drug mule, but let me keep it real. When it comes to the drug mule shit and all that, man, all these celebrities on drugs, nigga, it helps with the sex. Talk about that pink cocaine. They was talking about pink cocaine. Yo, dog, I'm looking at all this like, what the fuck is this? It's some new shit? I probably would have been selling it if I was on the streets. Yeah, them niggas in them Hollywood Hills. That's ecstasy. Yeah, let's get to this. Just in case y'all didn't know. Allegedly, is ecstasy mixed with cocaine, I believe? Like, what the hell's going on? They call it pink cocaine? I ain't gonna lie, dog. Like, that joint to get a nigga, you heard? That joint to zing you right up, dog. Like, I'm just keeping it 10,000. That's probably what he used it for. I don't know what he into. But this is the day before. So there's footage out. It's saying that this is the day before. He looked a little nervy. He didn't look too. You heard Flavor Flav walk right past him. Didn't even recognize him. Pay attention. Hit the like button. Spread the channel out, y'all. We back on the channel. Hit the like button. Salute. I'm gonna keep it 100. It looked like he on something, dog. Like he paranoid looking, like, you know what I'm saying? Did he know he was gonna get his house raided? Nobody knows, but y'all seen Usher there? I ain't gonna hold you. I seen T.I. there. Yo, a lot of these niggas done got they little, and we've heard of T.I. being caught with ecstasy and things like that. Let's be real. What that does is enhance the sex when these dudes get caught with all kind of, they into that, man. These millionaires and all that. Was Katt Williams lying?
I turned down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
I gotta be real. They give us footage now. They starting to talk about the drug mule. You heard? Little white slinky boy. You know how that shit go. Hollywood Hills. That nigga probably getting, he's like the supplier of, allegedly, he's the supplier of pills and shit like that to the upper class. This nigga was getting paid. I'm talking about, he probably was making, I'm keeping it real. This dude was getting to $1. And they saying he sold Revolt, like, to another black owned people, like to another black, to other black people so it could stay black owned, I guess, or whatever he was doing. Pay attention.
He makes sure that Diddy has them on hand 24. Diddy is not praying to the right one because, baby, I got a double hitter for you. This is Brandon Paul. Brandon Paul is allegedly Diddy's little drug mule. Yes, you are reading this right. Wow, the feds were raiding Diddy's home. Mr. Brandon Paul was being picked up by Miami-Dade police and Homeland Security. Now we know what all the pacing was for. Everybody kept saying that Diddy wasn't the person they were after. Well, we know who they were looking for. Now, if you go back to the lawsuit Little Rod filed, it will tell you that Brandon Paul is one of Diddy's right-hand men. He is the one that gets all the little pills for everybody. He makes sure that Diddy has them on hand 24/7. And he does not just supply them the Diddy. He makes sure that they have them for every party. So all the servers could allegedly pour them out to everybody and put them in drinks. They are collecting all of Diddy's little friends so they can all rat on him at the same time. And we all know Brandon is not finna stay silent. He better start talking. While all that's going on, Diddy has sold off his shares of Revolt. According to TMZ, Diddy is no longer associated with Revolt TV in any form or fashion. Now, sources say Diddy sold off his shares of Revolt TV to someone who was interested. But yes, it is still black owned.
This ain't looking too good for Diddy. This ain't looking good for Diddy. I got to keep it real, though. Let's break down what happened to Diddy and what they charged him. They didn't charge him with nothing. What they saying they may have. That's the crazy shit. The government could come knock down your door and they don't arrest you. I thought when they came to get you, they got you, right? That's what we all thought, right? Pay attention.
Raided 2 of Sean Diddy Combs' homes. We're hearing from his attorney. The raids in Miami and Los Angeles on Monday were part of an alleged sex trafficking investigation. His lawyer released a statement declaring Combs is innocent and slamming the agents who raided the homes, claiming they used a gross overuse of military-level force, calling this an unprecedented ambush.
There's breaking news. An attorney for rapper and producer Sean Diddy Combs is maintaining his innocence in the first public statement since yesterday's federal raids on his homes in Florida and California. CNN security correspondent Josh Campbell is joining us now from Los Angeles with more. Josh, give us the latest.
Yeah, Wolf. Well, an attorney for Sean Combs blasting federal agents who were at both residences yesterday in Miami and here in Los Angeles, blasting what they're calling a show of force by armed tactical agents. The attorney describing this as a witch hunt, saying that this was a gross overuse of military-level force. Still, he says that Combs is cooperating with investigators. I'll read you part of the statement. He goes on to say neither Mr. Combs nor any of his family members have been arrested, nor has their ability to travel been restricted in any way. There has been no finding of criminal or civil liability with any of these allegations. Mr. Combs is innocent and will continue to fight every single day to clear his name. Of course, Wolf, the law enforcement action that attorney is criticizing involved dozens of federal agents showing up yesterday at these residences. This team of federal agents, Wolf, responsible for investigating very serious federal crimes.
I don't know. You heard what his lawyer just said. Nobody's been charged with nothing. There has been no criminal charges. Yo, salute to Carter Jones for the nickel. I'm here for Harlem, showing some love. Y'all hit the like button. Salute. Hit the like button, y'all. Get the likes up. Help the channel grow. We ain't been here in a while. This looks kind of wild. I ain't gonna hold you though. This looks kind of wild to me. It just doesn't make sense. They ran in all his residences, breaking up his shit. Ain't find nothing. Ain't locked this man up. I've never seen nothing like this. I thought when they come, they got you. Obviously, they don't got you. And I think it stems from this report, y'all. I'm going to be real. It stems from this report right here, y'all. Let's call it what it is. So this is the paperwork. You heard? Let's start all the way up. Let me show y'all this. Hold on. It starts from this paperwork. Salute to Carter Jones. I appreciate that, King. Hold on. Let's get this straight. Let's put the whole screen up. Boom. So now, as you see, Rodney Jones versus, he's the plaintiff, y'all. Sean Combs, Justin Deal, Combs. He got his kids in here. Let's call it what it is. He got his kids. He got all his executives, people that run his labels, Combs Global Enterprises. He's suing everything. John and Jane Doe's 1 through 10. You heard? And I believe that's where Mules' name came up at. Now look, y'all, trigger warning. This document contains highly graphic information of a sexual nature, including sexual assault. Additionally, there are graphic images of the aftermath of the shooting, redirected images of sexual intercourse, redirected images of minors, sex workers, and prostitutes. Oh, this is a lot. It's a lot going on here, y'all. Like, let's call it what it is, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you, Diddy, man. Like, but this is what somebody's alleging against him. And at the end of the day, I think this is what brung police to the nigga doorstep. You heard? Look at this shit, y'all. Let's get to it. I want to get. Well, here, let's go here first. Let's just read what he's alleging. Look, plaintiff Rodney Lil Jones, Mr. Jones hereby alleges as and for his complaint against defendant Sean Combs, Mr. Combs defended Justin D. Orr Combs. Well, he's naming everybody, whatever. He's naming everybody again. This court has personally jurisdiction over the defendants under the consistent. No, this is not what I want to see. Commissions of torturous acts within. Look, y'all. The transaction of any business within the state, the making of any contract within the state, the commission of torturous acts within the district, and the ownership, use, and possession of real estate in this state. So I guess they just saying they got jurisdiction over it. Plaintiff Rodney Jones, an American artist, music producer. Yeah, he was actually a producer for Diddy. Mr. Jones resides in states of New York and California. Defendant Sean Combs is a rapper and record executive popularly known by his stage names. Look, this nigga got a million names. Nigga named himself Brother Love or Love. Mr. Combs came to the fame in early 1990s, and they even got their addresses on here, y'all. Look at this shit. The son of Mr. Combs. Look, they even naming him and his son in this shit, bro. This shit can get nasty, y'all. Like, I ain't gonna lie. They got him and his son in this shit. Hold on, I gotta show y'all this too, though. I gotta make sure I show y'all this. Because it gets a little crazy, y'all. Hold on. It gets a little crazy. Because now we have new accusations. Yo, he can't just shake this shit, yo. Like it's nasty for P. Diddy. He can't shake this shit, y'all. Pay attention.
I know this man well enough to call him and say, hey, I need a favor.
Yeah.
And this might have been 10, 12 years ago that I called him and say, hey, I have a family member who I want you to hire them as an intern.
Yeah.
And I have never talked about this publicly. And he said yes. And they were flying around, one of the interns, Atlanta, Miami, whatever, on the jet, in the house, whatever. And then the internship stopped abruptly, like 3 or 4 months into it.
Yeah.
And I spoke to my family member, like, well, what happened? And they wouldn't say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did it end? He wouldn't say. And years later, they finally came out, and this a male, and said that Puff had said, come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over. And they said, absolutely not. He said, absolutely not. And the internship ended. But from there, I was like, this is how it goes. Okay.
Yeah.
Is he lying? I'm just here asking the questions, y'all. I'm just asking y'all what's going. Is he lying? Call the hotline, 919-706-9990. I mean, it's been a lot of people coming out on Diddy. This is a news story. We never heard this before. Is he lying, though, y'all? I know
this man well enough to call him and say, hey, I need a favor.
Yeah.
And this might have been 10, 12 years ago that I called him and say, hey, I have a family member who I want you to hire them as an intern.
Yeah.
And I have never talked about this publicly. And he said yes. And they were flying around, one of the interns, Atlanta, Miami, whatever, on the jet, in the house, whatever. And then the internship stopped abruptly, like 3 or 4 months into it.
Yeah.
And I spoke to my family member, like, well, what happened? And they wouldn't say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did it end? He wouldn't say. And years later, they finally came out, and this a male, and said that Puff had said, come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over. And they said, absolutely not. He said, absolutely not. And the internship ended. But from there, I was like, this is how it goes. Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, D-Time. I see exactly what you're saying. So what is this then? Because, they get a grand jury indictment. That's what I was under the assumption of. They would get a grand jury indictment, then they are running your crib. So he said, D-Time says this, the feds don't make moves without enough evidence. This is Homeland Security in the feds. Enough evidence for a grand jury indictment. That's how they maintain 98% conviction rate. Facts. So how are they running up in Diddy's crib and Diddy's not under arrest as we speak right now? He's not under arrest. Yeah, look, and salute D-Time. I appreciate the donation, King. Call the hotline if y'all want to. 919-706-9990. I checked 50's IGs, and 50's been going in on P. Diddy. He's been going in on P. Diddy. But whenever your lawyer can come out, pook in the building. What's popping, yo? Whenever your lawyer can come out, let me drop the link too, just in case people in the building want to pull up. Whenever your lawyer comes out and then says, this is a witch hunt. You heard? They doing too much. Let's call it what it is. That's basically what he's saying. Hold on, y'all. Look what the lawyer is saying, man. The lawyer is saying that they out of pocket. The lawyer is saying they out of pocket. So when the lawyer is saying this and P. Diddy is not in handcuffs, what are we calling this? I'm just being real. Are they just trying to take down? How should we take this? I'm just being real. Like, I don't know. Like, look, yesterday there was a gross overuse of military level force as search warrants was executed on Mr. Combs' residence. There's no excuse for the excessive show of force. Look what he's saying. He's saying, y'all ain't got shit. Why y'all even did this? So I'm just being real. How are we calling this, ladies and gentlemen? We got to be honest. We got to be honest here. Do they have enough evidence on this man? I think they was going off this. I'm just being real with y'all. I think they were going off this. Let me take this down. Hold on. I think they were going off this, y'all. I got to be real. They were going right strictly off this, off the paperwork, y'all. They going strictly off this, of what this other guy is saying, and the lawsuits that he settled. Look, they naming all his partners. Look, former CEO of Motown Records. Look, they all be creeps, though. We got to keep it 100. Look at this woman. Y'all will call her a black queen, huh? Well, she's named inside this shit. Christina, Karam, Chief of Staff of Sean Diddy Combs Global Enterprises. Yeah, look, it's naming all these people involved. Look. We knew we was going to get one of those. Christina Coram, Chief of Staff of Sean Diddy Combs. Look what's going on, y'all. Naming all these people involved, man. Motown Records. Look at that. Look. Look, it's naming all these people, man. Man, let's get down here. Let's see what's going on. Recording studio shooting. Look, there was a shooting also, and they got the pictures and everything coming up. Look, y'all. Hold on, let me go down here. Right? Look. I don't know if I should be showing this, but these are like the pictures and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a lot going on, dog. Dude putting everything out here. He's putting everything out here. I ain't gonna hold you. Look, who that? Whoa. Mr. Combs attempted to groom Mr. Jones into engaging in gay sex. Oof. Look, Mr. Combs attempted to groom. This is the paperwork, guys. 73 pages long. This is the paperwork. Call the hotline. Y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. Call the hotline, 919-706-9990. State your claim. I ain't gonna hold you. State your claim. Let me blow this up a little bit more, make sure y'all can see this. Look what's going on here, y'all. Look what it says right here. Hold on. Look what it says right here, y'all. Mr. Combs attempted to groom Mr. Jones into engaging in gay sex. Look, Mr. Combs was aware that Mr. Jones looked up to an idol's music producer, Stephen Aaron Jordan, Stevie J. He's another one. Yeah, he's another one talking about, we need to get Puff back on. I meant to put that up here to show y'all that too. Yeah, Stevie J's involved. I believe he's into that type of lifestyle. I'm just being real, man. I'm only calling it what it is. Stevie J is an American DJ, record producer, and television personality. Stevie J was part of a Bad Boys record production team with Hitman. In 1997, Stevie J the Grammy Award with his Puff Diddy's debut album. Throughout the late 90s, whatever. He was one of the producers off the Love album. You heard? Mr. Combs used access to Stevie J and his knowledge of Mr. Jones, admiration of Stevie J to groom and entice Mr. Jones to engage in what that says. I'm going to let y'all do it. I'm going to let y'all go ahead and do it. Homosexuality. This nigga, look, man. Mr. Combs went so far as to share a video of Stevie J and what? Hold on. Look at this, man. Come on, y'all. There's a lot of y'all that ain't see this paperwork. Y'all don't know what's going on. Yeah, so you think the feds and everybody ain't looking at this, y'all? That's what y'all think. Y'all think the feds and everybody ain't looking at this. So they taking this to a grand jury in order to get a warrant, but they looking to find more. That's all this is. That's why they took his computers. That's why, and they looking for sex trafficking. I don't want to say child, but I heard there was some underages named in this paperwork. Look at this. Mr. Combs went to, look, Meek Mill. Look, Meek Mill trying to get up on out of everything. Like, come on, Meek. Come on, Meek, man. We ain't gonna keep doing that, nigga. I did a video on you, nigga. You niggas had matching outfits on. Mr. Combs went, well, let me get into it. Mr. Combs went so far as to share a video of Stevie J anally penetrating a Caucasian male without a. This was done ease Mr. Jones' anxiety concerning. Oh, he must have flipped out on the nigga. Was like, nah, I ain't doing that. You heard? This was to ease your mind. Let me give you a video of Stevie J getting it in. Because I know that's your idol. That's disgusting. Look what it's saying. Pay attention, y'all. Mr. Combs used access to Stevie J and his knowledge of Mr. Jones' admiration of Stevie J to groom and entice Mr. Jones to engage in this. To engage in this. Damn. Nasty work. Hold on. Salute. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. State your claim.
Yo, Harlem, what's shaking?
Man, what's going on, man? Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. State your claim, dog. What's going on?
Hey, shit. Yo, Harlem, you think that R. Kelly got something to do with this?
I think he's been in Puff parties.
So you think when R. Kelly got arrested, you think that you know what I'm saying, he said something about R. Kelly and all these other people, that's why they coming down on him?
No. I think what's happening to P. Diddy is that selling out of court shit don't work, my nigga. I'm being real. That selling out of court, you got to understand. Everything you settling is like abuse. It has to do with, you know, beating on a woman or drugging a woman. Or you think the feds ain't looking at that every time you cop a plea? Hell yeah. And they adding up all the stories. And then they finally say, oh, you know what? Let's go to a grand jury with all this evidence. And that's how we're going to get them. That's how we're going to get warrants to go in this house. We may not have enough yet. But let's get our hands on these computers. And if Puff was, Puff, he claimed to be a New York nigga. I'm sure he got rid of everything, bro.
So you don't think he was told on by anybody? Forget R. Kelly. I'm talking about by none of his assistants. You don't think he was ratted on by nobody? The reason why this is happening?
I think, yeah, of course. I think people went in front of the grand jury, of course. Of course. I think a lot of people went in front of the grand jury, but I mean, what do we call incredible these days? A lot of these guys are settling out of court with Diddy. They settling out of court. Everybody's taking the payday. Am I right or wrong? Everybody's taking a payday.
You're right.
And then you got dudes like Stevie J, they under investigation too. Trust me.
Yeah.
And when they grab Puff, they gonna grab everybody in these reports. Everybody that has something to do with that shit. I'm telling you what's going on. A lot of them niggas is butt buddies, man. They've been doing this shit, bro. They've been giving it, taking that, and taking it. I'm just being real. He's been doing this. This is nothing new. We've been hearing this all around the industry. These niggas been butt buddies. All of them.
That's a fact.
So, you know,
and they be thinking, you know, Jaguar Wright is crazy. She ain't crazy. But you know what it is, Harlem?
They tried
do your thing. You know what it is.
They tried to make her look crazy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They tried to make Jaguar Wright look crazy because they're in the in crowd. You understand? I believe they're going to come knocking on Jay-Z door too. Them niggas was on Epstein Island. All of them was on Epstein Island. It's time for all of them to pay, if you ask me.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm just saying.
But they said Jay-Z was, well, you know, fucking with Foxy.
Man, all of them was on Epstein Island. All of them. I'm telling you, brother. All of them was on Epstein Island. It's time for all of them to get dealt with.
Yeah, I feel you. That's a fact.
Salute, King. Appreciate you for calling up, homie.
You know what it is.
Renegade Squad. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Renegade Squad. Renegade Squad on YouTube. Salute, bro.
Salute.
Yeah, I got to be real. But this is nasty work right here, ladies and gentlemen. I got to keep it on it. You got, come on now. Look what's going on. Renee Too Cool. Salute for the donation. Salute for the deuce. Harlem, salute. Diddy. Did he? Yeah, you motherfucking right, nigga. Did he do it or did he not? You heard? Did he or did he not? You dig? Look what he's, come on, y'all. Groom and entice Mr. Jones to engage in homosexuality. He shared a video, allegedly, of Stevie J. That's why when y'all see videos of Stevie J online talking crazy, like, no, free Diddy, and yeah, because you involved, nigga. I seen Tyrese. Oh, no, Diddy ain't. I seen Tyrese. Oh, I'm not going to rush to judgment. Yeah, because you was in them parties, nigga. Yeah. You was getting backed out too. One thing I learned in my career, y'all, never trust a man that'll get hit from the back. A lot of these dudes is getting hit from the back, nigga. I'm just keeping it tall. A lot of y'all not paying attention to what's really going on. The industry is evil. It's evil. A lot of these niggas got fucked. I'm calling it what it is. A lot of these niggas got fucked, y'all. Your favorites, some of your favorites. And if they can't fuck them physically, I'm just calling it what it is. If they can't hit them physically, they hit them in the contracts. Yeah, let's get to that. I'm going to keep it 10,000. They hit you in your contracts. They rob you blind if they can't hit you from the backside. Salute. Welcome to Too Real for Battle Rap. Too Real for Battle. Salute. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV, man. State your claim. It's been a long. Oh, they hung up. He probably thought I was on Too Real for Battle Rap. Ain't that yeah. Don't worry, I got other logos coming in the back. Yeah, I got other logos. Pause. No Diddy. But I gotta be real. This is nasty work, Stevie J. Salute, Rennie. This is nasty work. This is not it. This is bad business. Look what it says. Without a condom, look, bareback mountain without one. Salute. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. State your claim.
Yo, man, listen, it's Poopa Dawn, man. Yo, like, this is what they do, man. You know, we just can't say Diddy. All of them motherfuckers, man, supposed to go down with the shit.
That's a fact. Get them out of here.
You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you this, right? Diddy is the type of motherfucker, man, that he not just he's a homo, he's smart. So now, these motherfuckers done ran up in his house and done did this and did that. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't have no probable cause, Harlem.
You felt like, so the feds, the Homeland Security, when they ran in Diddy joint, you feel like they had no probable cause?
They had no probable cause.
But
then the crazy thing, check it out, right? And then the crazy thing about that, right? They in violation for putting them handcuffs on them kids.
I don't think so. They grown.
How's they wrong?
No. I said they grown. Those kids are grown. They're not kids. They're 20s.
They not convicted felonies, Harlem.
I understand that too, though. But listen, it's just like they coming in my house. They raided my house. They're gonna put handcuffs on everybody in the house, bro. That's the procedure.
That's not true. Okay, would they have done that to the Bush kids?
Maybe not. I get what you're saying.
Okay.
I get what you're saying, but you know,
that's what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. Let me say this. So the first thing you said was they have any probable cause. Well, I would have to dispute that because the way they work, right? Homeland Security, the feds, the way they work, they get probable cause because what they do is they bring all this evidence. You see what's written in these reports that I'm putting out right now. They bring all this evidence to the forefront, and what they do is get a warrant after what you call that?
Harlem, all that's not evidence. All that is hearsay.
Exactly. The feds work on hearsay, though. Am I right?
You're wrong.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not wrong about that. The feds could work on hearsay.
Do not work on hearsay. They work on shit that's right. Exactly. They know they can pin the case on you against.
Of course. So if you got 2,000 people saying you're the biggest drug dealer
right now,
if you got 2,000 people saying you're the biggest drug dealer, you know what they're gonna do? Grab those 2,000 people, put them on the stand, and they got you. Right?
Okay. And what happens? You got to understand. You got to listen to one thing that they said, Harlem, that you missed out on. They said, listen to what his lawyer is saying. Listen to what his lawyer is saying.
Yeah.
Read that back to the people.
Well, with his lawyer. Oh, hold on. Let me put that up for you real quick, brother.
I appreciate it.
So look, he says here, yesterday there was a gross overuse of military level force as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residence. There is no excuse for excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities all the way his children and employees were treated. Mr. Combs was never detained, but spoke and cooperated with the authorities. Despite media speculation, neither Combs nor any of his family members have been arrested, nor has there been ability to travel restricted. He can go anywhere. So basically, they saying they basically violated him, is what his lawyer's saying.
Thank you. That right there is going to shut the doors on everything.
And that's why you don't see 50 Cent up with these little jokes and shit he's making, because he don't want to get sued.
Let me tell you something. 50 Cent, if you look deep into it, look at Revoke what you gonna win at now. Do your homework. You smart, Harlem.
You wouldn't tell me. Yeah, put me on.
50 Cent got that now. Do your homework. 50 Cent is a creep.
Wait, 50 Cent has Revolt? I know he sold it to other black owned.
Look it up now. 50 Cent got that now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I appreciate you for having me on here, man. You know.
Appreciate you, King. Where you calling from, homie? Where you calling from, homie?
I'm calling from New York.
Shout out to the whole New York. Shout out Brooklyn, Harlem, Queens, Staten Island. You already know the BX, man. We here, man. You heard? Salute.
All right, salute.
Alex Young with the dime. Salute, King. He says, Harlem, salute, dog. Been a minute. I knew you was going to tackle this. This one. Salute, King. Salute. I appreciate that, man. But we got to, this is nasty work, man. When this, salute, Alex Young. I appreciate the donation, King. Oh, shit. Oh, Battle Rap Bodega. Salute for the 99 cent from our brother Philly. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Battle Rap Bodega. You heard? Make sure y'all go subscribe to Battle Rap Bodega. That's a fact. Oh, we got people calling in, man. They interested, man. Salute. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. I got so many channels. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. State your claim.
Yeah, this ain't too bad. This ain't too real for battle rap, man. This is no fun in general.
Oh shit! Salute, homie. I know, salute, man. Shout out to Melquan, man. What's good, Melquan? Do you see that I'm showing you right now with Stevie J, bro?
I was streaming off my jack. I'm just getting out of work.
Okay.
I'm going back and forth. Man, let me tell you, Harlem, they all need to go down. Diddy's need to go down, son. They was running all that sexual predators rings. I want all of them to go down, son. And you know the white boy gonna snitch.
Of course.
He gonna snitch.
Of course.
He gonna snitch right away. So, you know what I mean? This is the year of the truth. And then everybody's getting exposed who need to get exposed. So, you know what I mean? Keep doing what you're doing, Harlem. I'm in the background. Man, salute to you, brother.
Salute, King. Salute. Appreciate you,
man. Know it.
Yeah, hey. Man. Yo, look, y'all call up, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel, man. Bay Area events. Salute. It was weird. Diddy and his son dated the same girl, Lori Harvey. That's a fact. Nasty work. I said before, look, what the feds is doing basically is they got new allegations. They taking shit like that.
I know this man well enough to call him and say, hey, I need a favor.
Yeah.
And this might have been 10, 12 years ago that I called him and say, hey, I have a family member who I want you to hire them as an intern.
Yeah.
And I have never talked about this publicly. And he said yes. And they were flying around, one of the interns, Atlanta, Miami, whatever, on the jet, in the house, whatever. And then the internship stopped abruptly, like 3 or 4 months into it.
Yeah.
And I spoke to my family member, like, well, what happened? And they wouldn't say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did it end? He wouldn't say. And years later, they finally came out, and this is a male, and said that Puff had said, come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over. And they said, absolutely not. He said, absolutely not. And the internship ended. But from there, I was like, this is how it goes. Okay.
Yeah. Is he lying? I'm just asking, did he or did he not? Shout out the Bay Area event. Shout out to the whole Western Conference. You already know what it is. The whole Oakland, the whole West Coast. It's weird how Diddy and his son dated the same girl. That's a fact. That was nasty work, brother. That was disgusting. Salute. I gotta be real. I want y'all to look into this paperwork. This is all real paperwork, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Nasty. Look, nasty work. The following are screenshots of the video of Stevie J. I'm gonna let y'all, man. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead, man. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead with that, dog. Go ahead with that. Don't start with me, man. Don't start with me. Hold on, let me blow this up for y'all just in case y'all say y'all can't see. You see that? Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Nasty work, man. Look at this, man. Anally penetrating a Caucasian male that Mr. Combs provided to Mr. Jones. So he gave him the video of that? Look, so Mr. Jones informed Mr. Jones that he had engaged in sexual intercourse with rapper Redacted. So you remember that, y'all. That was the name that was taken off. Remember? And what it says here? Singer 6. Remember, that probably was this dude. And Stevie J. Redacted and Stevie J. So 5, rapper 5. Look, this is a rapper. Look right here, y'all. Rapper 5. Redacted. They took the name out. R&B singer 6. Keep that in mind, y'all. So look here. This is where everybody's getting their paperwork from. This is where y'all seeing it at. Who is number 5, y'all? So look, let's compare it now, y'all. Like, I don't want y'all to get it confused. This is the real paperwork. Okay? This is the real paperwork. Look right here, y'all. Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones that he had engaged in sexual intercourse with rapper 5. Redacted, the name. Taken out. R&B singer 6. Redacted. Taken out. And Stevie J. Mr. Combs promised to make sure that Mr. Jones wins Producer of the Year at the Grammys if he had engaged in homosexuality. So look, this is the video. This is what he's showing. But now, let's go here. Who is number 5, y'all? What is going on here? Disgusting. Disgusting. Hold on, let's blow this up. Let's make sure y'all see this. Who is that, y'all? He is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Salute, Sean Styles in the building. Salute, King.
Hey, you already. Do your thing, Harlem. Do your thing.
It's nasty work out here. This is the real this is the paperwork that was filed. I'm just being real. Philadelphia rapper dated Nicki Minaj. Who is that? Who is that?
If you know
is that Gilly? Is that Gilly? I think that's Gilly, right? Is that Beans? Is that Beans? No. Come on, man. It's Meek Mills. This is why you niggas is wearing matching outfits. We gonna stop Freak Mills. That's what we gonna go. It's Freak Mills. Let's stop playing games. These niggas is full-blown freaks. And look, number 6. We already knew this. We already knew this. Who performed at the Super Bowl? Pay attention, y'all. Number 6. And he's an R&B singer.
Crazy.
Come on, man.
Crazy.
Nasty work. We got to keep it real. Call the hotline. Call the hotline, 919-706-9990. I'm only here to keep it 10,000. This paperwork is disgusting. Well, let's move right along. Look. Stevie J. That's Stevie J. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Is that Stevie J, y'all?
Like
I don't know. Look, y'all. Is that Stevie J?
Damn, boy.
This is what them dudes is into, man. This is exactly what them dudes is into, man. Then he talks about how he was, about Young Miami's cousin. Look. He even has pictures with Diddy in his crib, and they like, you're like, come on, man. This is the paperwork, y'all. Look. This is when they tried to say that they were underage girls. This is why the police is knocking on that nigga door. Sex workers. And by the way, sex workers. This is what they calling sex workers, y'all. Yeah. This is who they call a sex worker. She was transporting pink cocaine, C-cane. You heard? C-cane. We're going to call it C-cane. But she's also, they also got her down. Enterprise was rehearsing something in the West Virginia. The court filing reads the plaintiff Jones personally witnessed Combs do a few lines. And he's saying he witnessed him do a few lines. The Jones is saying that. Brendan forgot it, so defendant Christian Goran, it was a Young Miami who brought. So I read somewhere. Hold on, I read somewhere that they got her down for being like basically a paid sex worker.
Yeah, yup, I seen that too, Harlem.
You feel me? They got her down for right here. Round country. So right here, Young Miami Jade, and it's right here. It's underlined. I meant to blow it up. We're paid. Look, y'all. We're paid to a monthly fee to work as Mr. Combs sex workers and receive payment via wire transfer. Damn, see, they look Green Hill, which are like defendants ongoing criminal operation. So they were paid as sex workers. I meant to blow this up for y'all, man. My back, y'all. I apologize to the people, man. I meant to blow that up for y'all. But so Young Miami and Miss Miami, whatever they want to call them, they were just paid sex workers. That's why she kept her mouth shut for so long. And me personally, I actually sat there and was like, I said to myself, damn, she gotta know something to, like, what's going on and all that. You feel me?
Of course.
Like that girl stayed quiet for way too long. Like she ain't speaking out on nothing. That nigga paying them bills.
Early.
Yeah, so look, he also claims the sex workers that Mr. Combs forced Mr. Jones to bring back to his home. On or about February 2nd, 2023 incident, Mr. Jones believed Mr. Combs drugged him. You heard? The only thing I don't like is they just now talking about it. I don't like that. And they come out right away with this. You see what I'm saying? So it kind of looks crazy to me that they just coming out with this. Jones recalls waking up naked, asshole hurting. Oh. You hear me? They said the nigga woke up asshole bleeding. You hear me? Yeah. Look at this shit, y'all. Jones recalls waking up naked, dizzy, and confused with his asshole broke. Damn, nigga, asshole was hurting. I'm just being real, nigga, asshole hurting. You hear me? Nigga, asshole on fire. Nigga woke up with his asshole on fire, nigga. No Diddy, homie. Yeah. He woke up all the way in a bad state, nigga. He didn't even mean that. Yeah. Damn. Asshole bleeding, homie. You hear me? He was in bed with 2 sex workers and Mr. Combs. Look, he was in bed with Diddy and the 2 sex workers, I guess 2 women or whatever. Well, we never know. They didn't name it. It could be anybody. I'm just keeping it back. He was in bed with 2 sex workers and Mr. Combs. He also recalls aimlessly wandering around the house with no clothes on. The nigga in there in the Matrix, asshole bleeding, and he in the Matrix.
Popped and panicking. That nigga don't know what's going on.
Yeah, his asshole bleeding, and he in the Matrix, homie. Look at this shit, y'all. Nasty work, Mr. Combs. Nasty work, dog. I got to keep it 100, man. Hold on, man. What else is going on here, man? There's a lot going on out here with Diddy, man. Diddy or Diddy not? Diddy, I mean, what is this? Sex workers in Mr. Jones' bed the morning after being drugged. Look, this nigga got pictures. He ain't playing, y'all. Like, this dude got pictures showing the sex workers in the bed with him. All that. On another occasion in Miami, Florida, on Thanksgiving night on 2022, Mr. Combs asked Mr. Jones and the DeForest Taylor to enter the studio bathroom. He asked them for $100 bill because he wanted them to do cocaine with him. Mr. Jones was scared, but luckily he didn't have $100 bill. Wow. So Mr. Combs waited a little later to do coke with Young Miami. Look, y'all. They all into, I'm telling you, when you're in the industry, they all are into this shit. Nobody is exempt, dog. Hey, look, a lot of these dudes is selling their ass. You heard they selling their soul. Harlem, the panel in the chat. Salute. Zo50 in the building with the dub. Zo50 was popping, my G.
Salute.
Was popping. Salute for the donation, man. I appreciate you. Yo, I gotta be real, dog. This is nasty work. Look at this, y'all. The nigga invited Jones inside sex work. Look, y'all. We going. Sex workers in Mr. Jones' bed in the bed with Jones and the next morning after being drugged. This nigga was taking pictures. He was documenting all this shit. I ain't gonna hold you. And I believe this is why the feds came knocking on that nigga Diddy door. Mr. Combs waited a little later to do coke with Miss Miami. Yeah, she a fiend too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, she a fiend too. Like, I'm just being real. That's why they stay so attached. And that's why a lot of these broads, they don't go nowhere. We got to keep it 100. That's why a lot of them broads don't go nowhere. They be stuck on getting high. Who else you going to get that pink booger sugar from? That good expensive shit, nigga. They smoking that good, nigga. They sniffing that good expensive shit.
Early.
Expensive. That's ecstasy and cocaine mixed together.
Top notch.
That's top, nigga. That shit have you going all night. Because I'm pretty sure ecstasy keeps you up and coke keeps you running also.
Early.
So that nigga speedballing. That's the new age speedballing. I'm just keeping it completely honest here, y'all.
Hey, you ain't wrong, Harlem. You ain't wrong, my
dude. That's the new age speedballing. Later, he says later that evening, Mr. Jones later on that evening, he required Mr. Jones to solicit sex workers from Booby Trap on the river. Then that nigga giving straight addresses and everything. Look, y'all. And Mr. Jones did so, and Mr. Combs forced him to engage in unsolicited sex acts with these workers. Oh, look. Nigga forced him, man. Nigga saying, look, this is the place that he told him to go. The Booby Trap. Look. He naming shit and all type. Look, y'all.
The Booby Trap. Oh, my Lord.
As a part of Mr. Jones' sex worker requirement tools, look, recruitment tools. Nigga had recruitment tools. Mr. Combs provided Mr. Jones with an exclusive bad boy baseball cap. Yo, look at this, y'all. Yo, this is real life, y'all. I just want y'all to we not making fun of it. We just trying to get the facts out here for y'all can see it yourself. Look at this shit, y'all. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Come on, man.
You and how you breaking this shit down, homie.
Yeah, homie. No, he had requirements though, dog. Like, we got to keep it real. He had requirements. I'm being real, dog. Look at this, y'all. Shout out to Zo50. I appreciate the donation, King. That nigga Diddy, wow.
Wow.
Mr. Combs provided Mr. Jones. Look, first of all, let's start here. As a part of Mr. Jones' sex worker requirements. Hey, yo, recruitment. Recruitment tools. They had recruitment tools. You heard? To go pick bitches up, he had a recruitment tool he had to use. He probably had the little Diddy hat. Look what he said. Bad boy baseball cap. He made him wear that and required him to wear it to Bobby Trap on the river as a signal to any sex worker who approached that Mr. Combs was in the town and had sent Mr. Jones to recruit them. Wow. And what's going to happen is, I'm going to tell you right now. And if you think the feds didn't dot their I's and they went here. Yeah, let's call it what it is. They went here, y'all.
Best believe it.
They already went behind this dude and looking at everything. They went to the Booby Trap.
You best believe
and talked to them workers and probably paid them. Yeah, because, let me tell you something, bro. At the end of the day, I got to keep it 10,000. They would love to take down a black man with this much money. They did it to Kanye. Yep. because he made his opinion, because he had an opinion on a certain group of people. So they decided to turn on him and get him out the culture. The same thing they can do to Puff without no evidence. They running up in niggas' cribs, breaking down their doors just because these dudes went out, because a couple dudes went and made reports. That's basically what this is right now. Everybody's just assuming at this point. Am I right?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Everybody's assuming because Diddy is not in handcuffs, bro. That nigga's still free to go take ass. You heard? He's still free to take ass. He is not in handcuffs, ladies and gentlemen. Ain't nobody locked Diddy up. So I say that to say this. Right now, it's looking like a witch hunt. I'm just being real. It's looking like they just pinning anything and they going off what other people are saying. That's it. That's what it looks like to me. Even though I'm not taking that nigga Diddy side. No, he settled with Cassie, nigga. He settled with a couple people. So I'm not taking that nigga side. But this paperwork is very telling. I gotta be real. So he went to the trap with that bad boy hat, and they knew that as a signal that he was recruiting sex workers. Apparently, these workers was accustomed to servicing Mr. Combs. So they serviced him on a regular. You heard? And that was a cue to let them know he was in town. Nasty, Combs. What are you doing? Apparently, these workers were accustomed to servicing Mr. Combs and would know that he is in town by the sight of the bad boy's baseball cap. The following are Instagram profiles of the two sex. Look, the nigga even giving, he giving profiles of the sex workers, bro. He's giving detail of what's going on. He's saying he didn't want to solicit anybody. Place on Mr. Jones. Let's go here.
He witnesses, man. He gotta be
engaged in illicit sex acts with minors. Look at this shit.
Damn.
Look at this. Read this, y'all. Oh my God. And you heard about them Diddy parties, man. Now they talk about. Look at this shit, bro. Mr. Combs and J. Combs solicits drugs, engages in illicits, and he's had pictures so far. I don't know. This is my first time going over it with y'all. Mr. Combs and J. Combs, he's talking about his son. You heard? Solicits drugs and engaging in illicit sex acts with minors and sex workers. This nigga is disgusting. It's sad that he got his kids involved, though, y'all.
That's the thing.
You heard? So look, this is recently, last year, type shit, 2023. On or about July 2nd, 2023 in California, Mr. Combs had a listening party at his home. Present at this party was R&B artist Redacted. So look, we know that other artists are involved. J. Combs, sex workers, and some underage girls. I'm gonna say that again. Look, y'all. So I want to see who the R&B artists are. It probably was Usher. I'm just being real. But it's number 9. See, Usher was number 6. We got to keep that in mind. Usher was number 6, y'all.
Okay.
So when they take this nigga to court, these people got to come out of hiding.
That's a fact.
I'm going to say that again. They not going to be so goddamn redacted when it's time to go to trial. When it's time for them to sit in front of that trial and jury. They going to be questioning these guys, and we're going to know who's number 9 and who's not. Usher's number 6, so it's not him. Meek Mill is number 5. So there's other R&B artists that we know that be in the crib, that be partying with Diddy. Sex workers and some underage girls. Look at this, y'all. And all of this is alleged. But I'm sure this is why them people ran in your house. The event began at 7 p.m. Mr. Combs requested female workers and required Mr. Jones to solicit them. An hour later, several sex workers appeared. In addition to sex workers, there are at least 5 women in the crowd that were under the age of 6. Hold on, y'all. 101. I got to put this out here for y'all. I got to let y'all see this for yourselves. Pay attention, y'all. Y'all see what's going on. This is nasty work. Close your eyes. Shouldn't some of y'all be in bed by now? It's school tomorrow. I'm just keeping it 100. There is school tomorrow. 101. Yeah, look at this shit. In addition to sex workers, there were at least 5 women in the crowd that were under the age of 16. Mr. Combs forced all the women to drink Lace de Leon liquor. Upon information and belief, Mr. Combs laced the liquor with ecstasy. That's that pink booger sugar he got.
That seat cane.
Oh, man. Mr. Combs did not check any of the identification of underage girls. The presence of these underage women made Mr. Jones very uncomfortable. He attempted to leave, and Mr. Combs forced him to stay. I believe, these dudes is wild. Mr. Combs went so far as to take Mr. Jones' car keys to prevent him from leaving. After being forced to drink Lace de Leon shots, Mr. Jones began feeling lightheaded and recalls passing out and waking up at 4 a.m. the following morning, naked with sex workers sleeping next to him. Screenshots of videos from the nights is embedded below. Look at this shit. Look at this shit, y'all. That is Diddy. Look, that's Diddy. This dude got evidence.
Damn, boy.
What are we doing, y'all? This dude is showing evidence of paperwork. Get the likes up. Hit the like button. Why do we only got 92 likes in the building, 250 in the building? Get the likes up for me.
Come on.
Who this right here? Salute. Pook the Dawn with the deuce. I appreciate that, King. I appreciate you. Just commentary, just a little bit of content. You heard? Salute, Pook. Salute for the donation. But this man has paperwork. Look, Mr. Combs with an underage female. Look, he's naming the female that he thinks is underage. Under the age of 16? Look, y'all, these are the pictures. He's naming them. This one right here, underage female. Look, underage female. Look, and then a sex worker. Damn, Diddy was just, look, he got pictures. Look, Justin Combs with the underage female. Look, his son with a little ass girl. She probably a little ass girl, but look, they covered the face right here. Now, they came out a little later. Now, I remember this. I can't just throw this out there like that because I remember this. They came out a little bit later and said, no, these women were older, but they didn't show all the women that was there. I'm going to be real. They showed the older chicks and said, yeah, these are the sex workers that was there. They didn't say sex workers, but they said that this was the older women that were there. They didn't actually put out there that, you know what I mean? They didn't show all the women.
Right.
So there was women coming out. No, I'm above age. I was there. And they so high. Yeah, it's nasty work. Yeah. Yeah, they don't even realize they were being filmed because these kind of parties, you think Diddy like people to film inside these parties? Hell no. These are sex parties where it's fueled by drugs, allegedly. So I don't think that he wants people to know that they filming like this. I'm just being real. So Rodney Jones, he was being slick.
Yep.
Let's call it what it is. He was being slick. But everybody's so ecstasy out their mind and fucked up. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit, y'all. Mr. Combs attempts to pass off Mr. Jones to Cuban Gooding Jr. Hey, yo.
He been out and about on creep mode too.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit, y'all. He is a creep. Yeah, he's been going back and forth to court for this. But look, right up under this. Look, y'all, pay attention. It's damning. Mr. Combs attempts to pass off. He's passing niggas off. These niggas is sharing dudes and all types of shit.
No.
Call the hotline. Let me know how y'all feel. Hold on. Call the hotline. Y'all, I gotta hear from y'all, man. I gotta hear from y'all on this one, man. Cuba Gooding Jr., he's been a creep.
Yo.
Yes, he's a weirdo. That dude is a weirdo, bro.
Certified.
He's certified weirdo, bro. I gotta be real. 919-706-9990. Let me know if y'all believe this. But look here. Diddy or Diddy not? Look at this shit, y'all. Mr. Jones believes that Mr. Combs was grooming him to pass him off to his friends. This fear became reality when Mr. Combs introduced Mr. Jones to Cuba Gooding Jr. while they were on Combs' yacht. Hold on, what happened? What went down? Look. He has a picture of Mr. Gooding on his yacht with Diddy. And you notice how Diddy like them red lights, they get highlight. That's what we call it. Yeah. If you grew up in the 80s, they call that shit the cocaine light. They get highlight. These niggas be high out their mind in them lights, nigga. They don't, when they go in the daylight, their eyes hurt so bad because they've been getting high so all night. Yeah. We know what's going on. We remember them early 80s parties, 70s, 80s, late 80s going into the early 80s parties and all that. I mean, late 70s going into 80s. Cocaine was the drug of choice.
And then Harlem, he was probably like, yeah, let me show y'all young ladies how we used to get down back in the day. Let me show y'all.
Look at this shit, y'all. Look at this shit. So this one it gets creepy, y'all. This one gets creepy. During the introduction, Mr. Combs suggested that Cuba get to know Mr. Jones better. He then left them alone in a makeshift studio on the yacht, right? Look, y'all. Look, yeah, that's clearly a picture of them two together. Clearly. Cuba Gooding be getting it in, man. He be smashing. He like them butts. He like men booty. Allegedly. Mr. Combs and Cuba Gooding Jr. moments before Mr. Jones is assaulted. As evident. Hold on, let me light this up. As evidenced by video, of which screenshots are embedded below, Cuba Gooding Jr. begging, touching, groping, and fondling Mr. Jones' legs, his upper inner thighs. Damn, he Hassan Campbell them. This is bad. He Hassan Campbell them, y'all. I got to keep it 100. He Hassan Campbell them.
Harlem legend came to New York. He went to an event and did a quick live outside and left. He didn't let me know he was going to be at that event before he went to that event. That's for one. For two, Harlem legend ain't never shot nobody, man. Stop comparing me to niggas that ain't never shot nothing.
He thied him, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn.
This is what the man is saying. He thied him. Salute to everybody coming in the building. Hit that like button. It's nasty workout. This is disgusting. Yeah, he thied him.
This shit is crazy.
Let me read this. As evidenced by a video. Look, the nigga probably gave the feds videos and everything. He probably had whole videos. And they just giving us screenshots, of which screenshots are embedded below. Cuba Gooding Jr. began touching and groping and fondling Mr. Jones' legs, his upper inner thighs near his groin, the small of his back near his buttocks, and his shoulders. Mr. Jones was extremely uncomfortable and proceeded to lean away from Mr. Gooding Jr. What are you doing, my G? He rejected his advances, and Mr. Gooding Jr. did not stop until Mr. Jones forcibly pushed him away. The following is a screenshot of the encounter with Cuba Gooding. Look at this shit, y'all. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. No, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Look what it says, man. Oh, God. Yeah, you doing too much, yo. Get your arm from around me, homie. Get your arm from around me, Cuba.
Yo, but you see how homie smiling and you see the look on Cuba's face?
Because he's looking like he's looking probably on some like, damn, man, this nigga Puff said I'm going to win a Grammy. Like, and damn, man, I got a result to this shit. He probably got dealt with. He probably got hit. I'm not going to, yo, though, bro. I'm not going to sit and act like this man probably ain't get hit.
Listen.
I don't know. This man probably got hit, bro.
I wouldn't doubt it.
The man probably got hit. If we gonna be technical and keep it down the line.
That's a fact.
Diddy or Diddy not? The man probably got hit. Because he think he was gonna win a Grammy, and then when Puff got rid of him, because Puff is boning a lot. He's hitting a lot of, he's hitting a lot of certain booty like that. Like, come on, man. That nigga Cuba is creepy, though. He's a creepy dude. Look at this dude.
Yo, his face is like, yeah. Yo, you can tell by his face he mean Diddy business.
Yeah, he mean business, bro. Cuba Gooding mean business, bro. Look at this shit. He ain't playing.
Yo,
that nigga like, I'm trying to get some of that young, you know what I mean? Nasty work, man.
Damn, yo.
And look, throughout this whole time, so this is basically breaking down him working on the Love album. And then Puff offers him $50,000. You heard? Puff only offers the man $50,000 after he did 9 songs. After 13 months, 9 songs on the Love album. How do you do that? Mr. Combs, look, let's get to this. Look, this is what he tried. This is what he tried. This is what he did to the Locks. All right, we're going to call it what the fuck it is. This is why he's so much of a creep-ass dude. You heard? This is why Diddy is such a creep to a lot of us. You heard? And this is why he's not respected. I'm going to be real with you. You heard? This is why. Look what he tried to do to that man. He tried to not only take his buns, which he probably did. He probably took his ass and then tried to give him crumbs after taking your ass. Mr. Combs only offered Mr. Jones $29,000 for 13 months of what is $1 billion. This nigga's almost a billionaire, nigga. He got hundreds of millions. He's paying little whores. I'm keeping it real. He's paying little whores like Young Miami, Miss Miami. He's paying little whores like that just to bring him cocaine on a jet when he don't got it. You heard her and her little friends. So 13 months, thousands of hours of work, and 9 songs that made it to the Love album. Ironically, Mr. Jones was willing to take $50,000, and he's lowballing himself. The nigga's even willing to lowball himself because he's willing to leave with a bloody ass and $50,000. I'm just being real. Yeah, I'm willing to leave with a bloody ass and $50,000, King. I'm just being real. This is what this seems like to me. Yeah, just give me $50,000, King. You heard? And I'll do it again. Facts. If Puff would have gave you $50,000, would you have done it again, nigga? That's what this is seeming like to me. He didn't get what he was expecting to get. So therefore, instead, he got an asshole full of blood. Pause. You heard? He got his ass ripped. And he got his pockets towed back. So I think he feeling like, yo, damn, this nigga just kicked me to the curb after he already ripped my little... You heard? I've been ripped way too many. You heard? So at the end of the day, we got to call it what it is. That's what this is looking like to me. He didn't get what he was promised or what he wanted. So why not file this on his ass? But I got all this evidence anyway. So yeah, we can ride. I'm just keeping it tall. See, some people ain't going to tell y'all like it is. I'm going to tell you what it is. His publishing and royalties he thought he was going to get. Mr. Combs' self-serving greed would not allow him to pay Mr. Jones an additional $21,000. What else is here? Look at this shit. The hell is all this? Yo, this is in the paperwork, y'all. I don't want y'all to think I'm bluffing. Look, I'm gonna pull it all the way down for y'all can see I ain't bluffing, bro. This is all the paperwork, y'all. Look, Stevie J getting his ass toe open. Nasty motherfucker. Look, this is all the paperwork, y'all. As y'all can see right here, Rodney Jones versus Sean Diddy Combs. You heard? This is the real paperwork. United States Federal Court, Southern District of New York. Look, y'all, and it even warned us before we go any further. That's a fact. It even warned you before you go any further. Let's go a little down. Come on, y'all. Let's get back to it. It's suing all these guys. Everybody's involved with Puff. It's suing all of them. Let's get to it. Look at Stevie J. Look at Stevie J, man. Nasty work, bro. The man sent the video of Stevie J, man.
I can't.
Look. Mr. Combs attempted to groom Mr. Jones into engaging in sex acts, man. Because he know he idolized Stephen Aaron. That's what they call him. I guess his name is Stephen Aaron Jordan Stevie J. That's his real name, y'all. Stevie J. We know him as Stevie J. And then the nigga gave him a video of Stevie J getting boinked. Oh, he boinking somebody else. Look. So we know Meek Mills in here. His name is redacted. We know Usher's in here. His name is redacted. There's a lot of artists in here that's involved with this, man. We see Young Miami. This dude has everything. Yeah, this is where he wanted him to pick the sex workers up at. Got pictures of the sex workers. He even went into their Instagrams and grabbed all their pictures so he could remember who they was. And we know this to be true because some of them came out and said this was real. Look, we got Cuba Gooding Jr. getting nasty with it. Disgusting. To pass off Mr. Jones to Cuba Gooding Jr. He wanted to pass him off so he could get some of the fun. He could get some of that ass. Imagine what he telling that man, yo, it's good, bro. You want some of that, bro? This is disgusting. Worked on a Love album and he tried to give him shorts like he did to the Locks, like he did to every Biggie, everybody that's coming. Yo, Diddy is a nasty dude, man. Look at this. I don't know who this is naked at the party. Yeah, who this at the show with no part, with nothing on? Mr. Combs uses his power and influence to threaten. So this is very important, y'all. I want y'all to pay attention to this, man. Mr. Combs uses power and influence to threaten and intimidate Mr. Jones. And I believe he does that with a lot of people, allegedly. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I believe he does that with a lot of people, man.
Yeah,
you heard?
I definitely wouldn't doubt that.
Yeah, I believe he does this with a lot of people, man. Let's see if we see any more pictures of anything down here, man. Whoa, what's this, Diddy? What are you talking about? Oh, so this is when he actually said that Diddy told him he's the one that shot. You heard? Yeah, that shot the joint up and he let his man go down for it. Mr. Combs instructs his staff to always contact Mr. Muhammad if they are ever pulled by police in Miami or California. Look at this. See, he instructs his staff. So what, upon information to believe, let me get this call. Salute. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. State your claim.
Salute. You already know what it is, man. Jai H from Jai H TV, man.
Salute to Jai H in the building. Salute to the whole Brooklyn. Best-Style. Y'all already know what it is, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to Jai H TV, man. Salute, Jai, man. What's poppin', man?
Yeah, it's nasty work, man.
Yeah, I'm just breaking down the paperwork. The paperwork has dropped. I got all the facts on the paperwork. It's just nasty out here, man. What do you feel like Diddy's done, bro?
Bro, it's a wrap, homie. It's a wrap. Because when you see it get to a point where they got his sons in cuffs, that's when you know it's real. They're not raiding these Harlem. They're not raiding these cribs to play games or to put on a show.
You're right. I feel like, but why isn't Puff inside handcuffs yet, though?
That's the whole thing. That's the question that's lingering, bro.
See, you don't think that they went in there just to go get more evidence and they found nothing? Now they going.
Yes.
They're probably going through the computers and shit, and I ain't gonna say.
Yo, listen, they done got the hard drives, flash drives, Harlem. They probably, when they went in there, they probably knew about they probably found out where the stashes is at.
Yeah, and now they reporting that underground tunnels and all this other shit in his cribs. Like, what they talking about, bro?
They trying to.
I'm just saying, I see a lot of fake news floating around, so it's like, come on, bro.
Well, look, even when they went at R. Kelly, they ain't even go at him this hard.
No, they already, but when they went and got R. Kelly, they had all the evidence they feel like they needed against him, right? So what I'm saying is, when it comes to they grabbed R. Kelly. He was locked up and didn't get out. Then he seems to be walking around free.
Yeah, he walking around now. He walking around now, Harlem, but there's gonna come a point in time where he gonna have to answer to something.
I mean, maybe he doesn't. He got lawyers that can answer for him. You see what I'm saying? He's $100 million.
All right, but look, what about Bill Cosby? He ain't had no paper.
Yeah, Bill Cosby had paper, but like I said, when they locked him up, they locked him up. These niggas wasn't running around. They wasn't walking around, bro.
So when was the last time you seen P. Diddy at a public event?
Well, not a public event, right? But I did show you guys the day before. Pay attention. The day before, his house was raided. Salute. Look who. Wait, and another thing. There with him. I want. Yeah. It was the day before, but I want to show you who was there with him. He got a lot of celebrity dudes that be there with him, and I feel like they all be involved with this type of shit. Hold on, pay attention.
No, that's a fact.
Just for the people just coming in real quick, I want to play the day before when he was out. You heard? Salute. You see that?
My boy was nervous.
Yeah.
That boy was nervous as hell, man. He probably knew they was on him, bro.
That boy said,
"Nah." He know they coming from, but he don't know from what angle.
You don't know how severe it is. You think it ain't? You don't think?
Nah.
I mean,
but he's worried. He's worried, bro. Because look at all the things and accusations that he's been involved with. This has never happened. He's been accused of being part of murders, and then this shit ain't happened to him.
Facts. But what do you think is going to happen to him?
I think when it's all said and done, bro.
He has no travel restrictions, no nothing.
Or something, bro.
But he has no travel restrictions, no nothing, bro.
Harlem, they're gonna move. They're gonna move, but like you said, if you think that they left those houses that he got with nothing, you wrong.
All right, we're gonna see. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see how smart Diddy was. Right? I guess we're gonna see how smart he was.
So let me ask you something about this whole him and Meek Mills. So Meek Mills is a little sweetie.
Yeah, I think that nigga, yeah, Freak Mills. Yeah, I think he one of them. I think Diddy got him.
oh shit.
Man, the shit people do to get on top, bro. Pause. No Diddy. I think he got that nigga, bro. I'm not scared to say that shit, bro. That nigga got Meek Mill, man. That nigga in the paperwork. Dude is telling everything. He's not holding back nothing. He's showing evidence. Bro. He's showing fucking videos, and he got everything. So this is bad for Diddy. He got everything.
He been around for 13 months.
He been around for 13 to a year.
Over a year. So
he knows the codes to go pick up the sex workers. So they believe in this nigga story.
Yeah, of course. So let me say something to you now, Harlem. Now this makes this nigga, whatchamacallit, stocks gonna go up now. Gene Deal.
Oh yeah, because Gene Deal was one of the guys that came out, his security that came out and said he was a scumbag in the beginning.
Yeah.
And he's been saying it for how many years, Harlem?
That's many years. Just everybody falls on deaf ears with him.
Exactly. They thought he was clout chasing.
Facts. Facts. That's a fact.
Yo, hold on. Let me ask y'all a question since he brought that up. Remember Keefe D was talking about the Tupac murders for how many years?
Man, Keefe D may be snitching too, bro.
But hold on. Check my point, Harlem. He was getting interviewed about the Tupac murder and all that shit for how many years, right? For years. Never got questioned by authorities. Little do we know, but he stayed free. Why? As soon as his last couple of interviews, as soon as he mentioned Diddy on the money, he got snatched up.
Me personally, I think it's just different, bro. This nigga, Diddy doesn't speak for himself. That's another thing when you have so much money. So much money, he's not talking to no authorities, nigga. Especially if they trying to accuse him of something. That nigga ain't answering no questions. You gonna talk to these $1 million lawyers, nigga. Simple as that. That's how it is when it comes to a Jay-Z, a P. Diddy. That's why they gotten away with so much shit for so many years, brother. You heard? You gonna talk to these $1 million lawyers. You ain't gonna talk to me. That's how these guys is.
You see, yo, Harlem, you remember when that shit happened with him and Shine?
Yeah, and then now this guy is accusing him of shooting up the club and telling him that he the one that did it. So,
exactly.
So I've been reading the paperwork. There's a lot going on here, man. There's a lot coming back.
There's a lot going on.
I think Karma is biting him in his ass, me personally. You heard all the little shit that he's used his power for, because I believe he does overuse his power. I believe Jay-Z, all of them do that shit behind closed doors, allegedly. I feel like they all use their power for the greater evil. That's a fact.
So when Shine went,
say that again. You going in and out, John.
When Shine
your phone is going out, John.
Hold on, let me see.
Nah, you going out.
How about now?
There you go. What you were saying?
No, I was saying. So you remember Sean took that bid, right?
Yeah, yep.
So let's look at it like this now. He takes the bid now. He comes home. He gets deported to Belize. Now he got diplomatic immunity. You think that Puff ain't play a part in him getting that diplomatic immunity, bro?
Of course he did, man. Yeah, Puff looked out for him. Of course.
So break down to the viewers, Harlem, what diplomatic immunity is.
Well, shit. That nigga, ain't he like an ambassador or some shit for his country?
And he can go anywhere. He can travel anywhere in the world now. He don't have restrictions.
Yeah, but ain't he an ambassador for his country or some shit like that?
He's gonna be the prime minister, bro.
The prime minister. So yeah,
no. He's gonna be the next prime minister of Belize.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So he can do anything he wants. He got diplomatic immunity. He goes anywhere. He does anything the fuck he wants.
But what I'm saying to you, Harlem, how much of Diddy money helped that situation?
Man, maybe a lot of it, bro. A lot of it, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. Just him going back to his country and giving back made him who he is, though. You heard?
Yeah.
So salute, Ja. I appreciate you.
Yeah, salute, bro. Salute.
Yeah, hey, he got a point, man. Yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't be surprised. Yeah, don't be surprised you don't see a surviving J-Lo, surviving Cassie, all that shit, bro. Like, yeah, though, they all coming out with some shit. Look at this shit, though. Look, this is another thing I want to show y'all real quick. It's another thing I want to show y'all real quick, man. Look at this shit, bro. This is how bad this is. Look, they even tying this shit to Epstein Island, bro. Jeffrey Epstein, bro. Look at this shit. They tying that shit to this shit, bro. Look, they tied to like one of the guys that's associated with him. Christina Karam. Defendant Christina Karam. Karam is the Ghislaine Maxwell to Sean Combs, Jeffrey Epstein. So whatever. Like salute. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. State your claim.
Yo, this is Bart, man. DC, right?
Yes, sir. Salute.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Harlem.
Yeah.
With this situation with Diddy right now, you think he'd be able to take the whole weight without offering himself? I don't think he'd be able to hold up, bro.
That nigga ain't going to no jail, nigga. He taking everybody with him. Nigga, he probably got shit inside his bag. Like, see, let me tell you something, brother. It's a cruel world, my nigga. You hear me? It's a cruel world, my brother. I guarantee Puff has tapes of all these rappers and all these R&B artists doing the same shit he's doing. And he's going to be willing to take down everybody. It's kind of like the Nino Brown of it. You heard?
I heard. He going out like that. Right?
He going out like Nino Brown. I guarantee he has tapes stashed away for times like this. When he can negotiate, yo, look, I could bring down Jay-Z. Yo, I got him having sex with an underage girl. Or I could bring down, allegedly. I'm just saying allegedly. But I know how masterminds, yo, that nigga ain't that smart to make $1 million and can't think past go.
Right.
He's very smart in what he's doing. P. Diddy's one of the smartest motherfucking entrepreneurs you're ever going to see. You heard? I guarantee he has videos, pictures of all these people that was doing wild fucking acts on kids and all kinds of shit. And he's going to present that in order to help his case. No, how boxed in can you be if you show me something with a Jay-Z?
Yeah.
If you show me something with a big executive in the music world, if you show me something with somebody related to Def Jam or related to Atlantic Records, these are guys with billions and millions of dollars. So if you can give me some type of evidence of something else going on, oh yeah, Diddy, we can throw this under the rug and make this a bigger probe.
That's a lot of favor.
That's how the feds look at it.
God forbid, I don't want to put that in the universe, but
that's how the feds look at it. I guarantee Puff ain't stupid. You think he gonna sit around? This one thing about this where R. Kelly fucked up at. You heard? This where who else went down for certain shit? Bill Cosby. Cause I guarantee they partied with other stars that were in certain situations with them. You heard? That was with them. I'm just saying allegedly. And Diddy throws parties. He's known for his wild parties. He's known for parties.
Oh, no doubt.
So my nigga, you think that nigga ain't got? Come on. You think he's Jeff Epstein of battle? He's Jeff Epstein of rap, of the rap culture.
Right.
At this point, allegedly, this is what they're showing.
But I'm saying that, dog. He boxed in. You know what I mean? I don't know. We can really call them favors like right now.
What favors? He don't need favors. If you got videotape, he got freak off parties, homie. And allegedly, what Ronald Jones is saying, Little Jones is whatever his name is saying that the guy that he allegedly got his ass probably ripped up allegedly. Whatever he's saying, think about it, brother. If he got tapes and videos, what do you think Puff has?
And look, bro, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I know down here in DC, we know how the feds work, right? Hey, they can buy them other jokers off. Their money bigger right there. Puffy's money is tied up. So they can buy the other people.
Tied up where? Yo, bro, tied up where? He has hundreds of millions. P. Diddy is not broke. P. Diddy has hundreds of millions, bro. I would say he's half a billionaire. He was almost a billionaire at one point. So I would say he at least got $500 million just sitting around, bro, in the bank. I would say that.
That's how that money is. They'll make it very hard for him.
But I mean, so this is another thing we must understand. A lot of his money, we know where his money, liquor deals, rapping deal, like, you know, being great in the 90s. A lot of his money has come from deals that he's broken. So they can't say that was like deals. He can fight that. I think he has a great argument to say most of his money came from deals, liquor deals, and music and shit like that, bro, and brands and his records. It came from, a lot of his money came from that. Now, when it comes to drug dealing, I don't see him as a drug dealer, but I see him as a drug user.
No doubt.
So at the end of the day, when you say they shut off his money, how you going to shut a man money off when my money didn't come from criminal activity? Think about it. You got to prove my money came from criminal activity.
I'm just saying, the fans pull a lot of tricks. They play a lot of games with the money.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. But I think his money is going to be good when it comes to lawyers, anything he needs. I think he's straight on the bread. I think what he's going to do is he's going to out everybody and get up out there. He's going to pick and choose who he wants to out. He's going to release them tapes to the feds, and they're going to be knocking on their doors.
Okay, so what if the so-called alleged little people that might be in on it, what if they go out in front of them first?
Well, they probably already did, brother. They see, this is the thing we don't understand. This is why they knocking on that man's door. Because they probably already did. Diddy's already under investigation, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that we don't know about that Diddy knows about. So it's gonna help it's gonna help him. He ain't stupid, nigga. Yo, nigga, the nigga keep one in the hole. I know he does. And when they lock him up, and he's sitting behind them closed doors, and he make them calls to his people to tell them, yo, look, man, pull out all them tapes, nigga.
Well, you better pull a quantum leap. I'm saying they looking bad for the boy, man. I'm telling you right now, no doubt, they're looking bad for him right now.
No doubt, no doubt. Let me ask you this: is he done?
Oh, he could. He could.
But he's not in handcuffs, sir.
He's not handcuffed like right now because he's starved. You know, after a while, once they get all their ducks together in a row, he's not.
But you should have your ducks in a row once you kick down my fucking door. What are we talking about?
Well, you know, some people be lax. A lot of people be lax. You know what I mean? Don't believe it to it like that.
Maybe I'm wrong, y'all. Maybe I'm looking too much into it. But salute, brother. I appreciate you for calling up.
No doubt, man. Peace.
Yeah, we gotta call it what it is, y'all. We gotta stop this shit because if it's already in a bag, like why isn't he behind bars? Like why isn't he locked up? I just don't get it either. I'm trying to figure that out. Like
you know, that's bad, but that's big Babylon right there. You feel me? They
Yeah.
can do what the fuck they want to do.
Man, Diddy is the Jeffrey Epstein of fucking rap. And I'm telling you, Jeffrey Epstein died with all his secrets. Don't be surprised you find fucking Diddy body somewhere, nigga. I don't believe Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. I believe he had too many secrets of certain people. And Diddy has the same shit.
That's a fact.
I'm telling y'all, when it all boils down, we're going to get to it, y'all. I will be coming back on this page more often. Salute, Sean Styles. I appreciate you for pulling up, King.
Nah, you already know all the time, Harlem.
Make sure y'all share the content. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Let the people know where they can follow you at, King.
You see the IG below. What's the topic TV? Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And Twitter. Sean Styles 94. Salute, Harlem.
Wait, we got a call. Fuck it. We can rock it to the calls. Oh no, they hung up. Damn. I think they see me getting off. That's why. But yo, salute, man. I appreciate you, King.
Too real for battle rap. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe, Harlem.
Make sure y'all go subscribe to Too Real for Battle Rap. That's a fact. Make sure y'all get y'all rugs done too, man. For real, y'all got to get it together. Look, make sure.
I'm gonna definitely link home.
Hold on, let me unmute you. Unmute your mic, Sean. You can unmute your mic. Yeah, look, y'all. Flavor, dope style. Yo, hard working. Y'all, I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. Y'all gonna get y'all shit on time. My new sponsor, Rugs Monopoly. Yeah. Official. Support y'all brands. Make sure y'all get y'all brands out there, man. Or just get something done for a gift. Give a gift to somebody. Rugs Monopoly on Instagram, y'all. Show love, man. That's all it is. Show love. I ain't been on this page in a while, but we gonna start rocking. Show love. Look, Mr. Commodore. He did one for Mr. Commodore. Dope. Watch this, y'all. Look like this is a special scale. We used to only seeing it across seas. Let's keep it 100. Salute the Rugs Monopoly, man. Get your rugs done. Support y'all brands. Tap in with this man. I gotta be real. Look at mine. Look at mine. Y'all fire. You cannot go wrong. Go over to his page. Show love. Let him know Harlem Legend sent you. It might get you a little discount. Let him know Harlem Legend sent you. I'm waiting on my other 2 rugs. So my 050 The Movement. And I'm waiting on my Harlem Legend TV so I could put that up. Facts. And then we can start going crazy on both channels. We already go crazy on 0502 Real. I'm just got to get this one back up and running. Tell a friend. We back again. I appreciate y'all, man. Get y'all rugs, man. Salute, man. Matter of fact, here go his card right here, y'all. Make sure y'all tap in, man. It is what it is. What I did with this card? Oh, let me find out I deleted it by mistake. See, I was uploading everything so fast to come to this channel. God damn, Harlem. Yeah, but Rugs Monopoly, y'all, man. Make sure y'all tune in, man. Go over to Instagram, Rugs Monopoly. Y'all can tap in with her. I had a card back up here. Probably tomorrow I'll put it back up here, man, for my next shows. But yeah, Sean Styles, salute, man. Appreciate you for pulling up, man. You already know.
Good shit, bro.
Salute, King. Yo, salute to everybody that pulled up in the building, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate everybody that pulled up in the building, man. Everybody that donated to the channel. Everybody that hit the Cash App, Harlem Legend TV. You already know what it is. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. You heard Harlem Legend TV. Yo, look, man, we're going to start bringing back the content. I'm just waiting to get my other 2 rugs, Rug Monopoly. Like, they're going to be a little bit smaller, though. So you can get them any size y'all want, though, y'all. Y'all can get the rugs any size y'all want. These are my new sponsors. Their business is right. They're going to send it right away. The quality is fire. You can get it as big as you want. I'm going to get, Harlem Legend, small. I just want, like, smaller ones. 050 The Movement. I want them like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want my joints to be like this. Like this small. You know what I'm saying? I want them about this size. Just for my next one so I can put it on my wall, support the brands and shit like that. Yo, man, it's your boy E Oil, a.k.a. the Harlem Legend, man. Salute to everybody that enjoyed the commentary, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all know how we give it up, man. Make sure.
You know who I'm talking about. Shut your ass up before I get to talking shit about you. You don't want me to expose you.
Salute.
Harlem Legend came to New York. He went to an event and did a quick live outside and left. He didn't let me know he was going to be at that event before he went to that event. That's for one. For two, Harlem Legend ain't never shot nobody, man.